Hello dear students, how are you? Today I am going to discuss about metallurgy related to chapter metals and non-metals, right? Then about the metallurgy. What is a metallurgy? The extraction of metals from their ores is called metallurgy, right? Once again, the extraction of metal from their ores is called metallurgy, right? मीन्स किसी भी मेटल के ओर से उस मेटल को एक्सट्रैक्ट करके प्योर स्टेट में फाइंड करने के लिए जो हमें स्टेप अडॉप्ट करने पड़ते हैं, दैट इज नोन एज मेटलर्जी, राइट? इट इज कंप्लीटेड इन फॉलोइंग स्टेप्स. मीन्स देयर इज रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ सम पर्टिकुलर स्टेप्स to extract metal in pure state from concerned ores, right? The main steps involved in metallurgy are given as here. Number 1, concentration of ores. Second, roasting or calcination. Third, smelting. Smelting means reduction of metals. And last one is purification, or simply we can say refining or refining, right? These are the particular steps used in metallurgy, correct? And now we are going to discuss about the first step, which is known as concentration of ores, right? These are the 4 steps. I hope each and everyone now focus to yourself here. Concentration of ores, first step. Second step, roasting or calcination, means you have to select any one between roasting and calcination, and what is the required condition you will notice. And next one is the smelting, which is also known as reduction of metals, and last one is refining of metals, or we can say purification, right? Let us discuss about concentration of ores. Yes, now about concentration of ores. Before writing something under this step, first of all, try to listen to me. Ores have 2 types of impurities: metallic and non-metallic. This is only the oral thing you have to notice. All the ores have 2 types of impurities, and these 2 types of impurities only for understanding purpose. First category, non-metallic impurities. Non-metallic impurities, and second one is known as metallic impurities. These two type impurities are present in ores. These are the impurities present in ores. And now I want to discuss what do you mean by non-metallic impurities as well as metallic impurities. How will you identify between them? Okay? Non-metallic impurities, you know, those impurities which are non-metals and physically attached with the ores. There is no chance of any chemical reaction. Okay? Physically attached, just like rocky matter, small pieces of wood, dust, and so on. Okay? All these are counted under non-metallic impurity, means balu, kankar, patthar, bajri, mitti. All these combined form is considered to be non-metallic impurities. And what is the metallic impurities? In metals, in particular metals, other metals are also present in a small amount, because metals are the reactive component. Ultimately, other metals used to attach with the ores in very small amount. Such impurities are considered to be metallic impurities. Okay? And here is the requirement of only non-metallic impurities. What do you mean by the non-metallic impurities? Once again I want to explain. Under the non-metallic impurities, these are temporary impurities. These are unstable. Okay? These are also known as rocky matters. You know, small pieces of stone, dust particle, okay, and wood particles. All these are present in very small amount because ores are present on the surface of earth, means earth crust. These non-metallic unstable impurities are also known as gangues. Gangues. Non-metallic impurities means these are the unstable impurities and also known as rocky metals or gangues. You can say gangues or rocky metals. Okay? Such impurities are considered to be non-metallic impurities. Okay? Now I want to explain and define about concentration of ores. Right? The removal of non-metallic impurities means gangues particle from the ores is called concentration of ores. Right? Gangues particle. Simply you can say ganju, just like your familiar word gang, because you should not write the spelling gang. Gang, Gangues. For learning purpose, you can say it as a ganju. It means the removal of ganju from the ores is said to be concentration of ores. It is conducted under three processes. Concentration of ores used to perform under three processes. And these three processes are: first, by froth flotation process. Second one is by density separation process. also known as hydraulic process, density separation process or hydraulic process. And third one is by magnetic separation process. Means these are three processes which are used to perform concentration of ores. Clear? And why these are required three processes? Because you know the nature of all the ores, is not equal. Okay? Hence, on the basis of the nature of different ores, their concentration also divided in three parts. Okay? And now, here we have to use to this, and where we have to use density separation process or magnetic separation process, we are going to discuss individually on account of the nature of ores. The first of all, I want to discuss about froth flotation process. What is the froth flotation process? How will you guess about froth flotation process? Clear? What is this? If the sulfur is present in ores, then we have to use this process for the removal of non-metallic impurities, means gas particles. Okay? For example, as in we can take particular example, any one example which contains sulfur. Okay, like zinc sulfide, ZnS, PbS, CuFeS2, and so on. This is the ores of copper, CuFeS2. Okay, you can take this one. This is the ores of copper. You can take any one example. Means all those ores in which sulfur is present is treated under this process for the removal of non-metallic impurities, means gas particle. Okay, तो एक चीज कंफर्म हो गई कि किस तरह ओर्स का कंसंट्रेशन इस प्रोसेस के अंतर्गत कंडक्ट करते हैं. स्पेशली उन्हीं को लेते हैं in which sulfur is present. And what happens in this process? We have to remove non-metallic impurities, means gas particle or rocky matter, or we can say another word is also taken, and a particular word is also used for non-metallic impurities. Either you can say non-metallic impurities, or you can say gas particle, or you can say rocky metal. Clear? Now, what is going to happen? This we have to explain by providing a particular figure. Okay? In this process, we have to select. In this process, we have to select. We have to require iron tank like this. It is an iron tank. Let us consider. And we have to arrange the required apparatus according to figure. Okay? This is required figure. This is the iron tank. here is the particular iron pipe through which we allow to enter hot air, right? In this iron tank, suitable amount of water is taken. In this iron tank, a suitable amount of water is used, right? Clear? It is said to be, this is iron tank. These are the toilets through which we allow to enter hot air. Here we have taken particular amount of water, right? Now we have to place the mixture of some required component. What is necessary to place in this iron tank? These are grinded ores. Grinded ores, you know, dry up piece of grinded ores plus pine iron plus potassium ethyl xanthate. These are the required materials which we have to drop here in this iron tank. Clear? इस iron tank में, which is arranged according to figure, taken suitable amount of water, और वाटर को लेने के बाद ये ग्राइंडेड ओर इसमें डालते क्या है? ग्राइंडेड ओर, पिसा हुआ ओर्स, ग्राइंडेड ओर्स. There is a particular oil which is known as pine oil and then potassium ethyl xanthate. I want to explain in brief what is the use of pine oil. Pine oil used to reduce the surface tension of water, and ore's particle becomes lighter. It also play the role of non-wettability factor. और पार्टिकल पाइन ऑयल से बीम करके वाटर से मॉइस्ट नहीं होते. What is the role of potassium ethyl xanthate? This is used to convert the ores into froth. Ores को froth में बदलने के लिए ये डालते हैं. Now I am placing this mixture in tank, then allow to enter hot air in this iron tank. Then what happens? You know, whole the gangs particle becomes heavier on contact with water and settle here and settle on the bottom of container as a precipitate. This is the precipitate of gangs. Gangs means ganju. To hold the gangs particle settled on the bottom of this iron tank, and you know the remaining part of ores means after the separation of this gangs particle, which is considered under non-metallic impurities, you know, now remaining amount of ores used to convert into froth. Now the remaining amount of ores used to convert into froth. This one is the froth of sulfide ores. This is known as the ores of sulfide, froth of sulfide ores. Means whole the amount of ores used to convert into froth that will settle here, right? And whole the amount of gangs particle used to settle as a PPT on the bottom of container, right? Like this. Now we have to filter this froth because now this ores is free from such impurities. All these impurities settle on the bottom of related container and hold the amount of ores used to convert into froth like this figure. We have to make the separation and filter this froth and collect in a container. Now this ores is called concentrated ores. Means the ores which is collected after the concentration is called what? Concentration of concentrated ores. Means concentration के बाद जो ores प्राप्त होता है जिससे कि नॉन मेटेलिक इम्प्योरिटीज अलग हो चुकी होती है, that ores is said to be concentrated ores. Right? Everybody come to know? This is known as froth flotation process. And I have discussed already technique related to this process. Once I again try to explain that technique. That is only for the learning capsule. No need to write in your fair copies that technique. What is that technique? See, listen. ओस डाला था ना आपने इसमें, ये लर्निंग के लिए है, और टू इंक्रीज और इंटरेस्ट इन मेटलर्जी. वाट ओर्स कहता है मेटल प्राप्त करेंगे. ओर्स डाला ना आपने इसमें. ओर्स कहता है मेटल प्राप्त करेंगे, पीपीटी बनाकर गंजू दूर करेंगे, मगर ये तो कोई न जाने यहाँ तो फेना है जमा. और लीवर भाई का कहना फेना ही लेना. And we have to filter, so this used to collect, which is known as concentrated ores. Because the ores which is obtained after concentration is called concentrated ores. Right? This is the first process. Now we are going to discuss about second process related to concentration. And that is by density separation process. By density separation process. This process is also used for the concentration of ores. But this is the question, for which type ores associated with this process? Then condition, listen. All those ores in which sulfur is not present, and the metal of related ores is more heavier, and the metal means the metal of related ores is more heavier than GaNs. Then we have to use density separation process for the removal of GaNs particle from the ores. Clear? वो सारे ores in which sulfur is not present and the metal of related ores is more heavier than GaNs particle. Then we have to use density separation process for the removal of GaNs particle. It is also known as hydraulic process. Clear? For example, as the concentration of Fe2O3 This is the ores of iron and its name is hematite. This is the ores of iron. Suppose in exam, ores of iron is given, right? And its chemical formula means hematite is given for the extraction of metal. Then first of all, you have to remove Gauss particle. That is first step. But you know, on account of the nature of these ores, in these ores, sulfur is not present and the metal means iron. Iron is more heavier than Gauss particle which are present in this ore. Now, what happens in this process? Try to listen. First of all, we have to arrange the apparatus according to given field. See. We have select the apparatus like this and take here and take some of the amount of grinded ores like this. This is the grinded ores. Grinded ores. And now allow to enter a stream of hot water. Okay, this one is the stream of hot water. According to figure, now we allow to enter a stream of hot water like this. Then no doubt, since it is shallow, after passing some particular amount of hot water, overflow of water take place like this. This is the representation of the overflow of water. And now during the overflow of water, you know, all the amount of Gauss particles, whole the amount of Gauss particle used to escape from the ores along with the flow of water. Means, as according to figure, when we allow to enter water, hot water, in this container in which a particular amount of grinded ores is present. Okay, then whole the amount of Gauss particle used to remove from the ores, used to escape from the ores along with the flow of water. जैसे ओवरफ्लो होगा वाटर, तो you know Gauss particle are lighter comparison to the ores because the related metal is more heavier than the Gauss particle. तो metal will stay here, ores तो यहीं रह जाएगा, सिर्फ ores तो यहीं रहेगा, but the Gauss particle which are comparatively lighter used to remove along with the flow of water, वो पानी के साथ ओवरफ्लो करके बाहर चले जाएंगे. And hence only ores will remain. The only ores will remain in this container having no amount of non-metallic impurities. Then it is said to be concentrated ores. Clear? Means इस ओर्स को एक पर्टिकुलर कंटेनर में अकॉर्डिंग टू फिगर लेकर और इसमें हॉट एयर जब एंटर हॉट वाटर डालते हैं, जो कंटेनर सेलो है, यू नो ओवरफ्लो ऑफ वाटर टेक प्लेस, तो वाटर के ओवरफ्लो के साथ गैस पार्टिकल यूज टू एस्केप फ्रॉम द ओर्स, ये इससे निकल के बाहर चले जाएंगे बिकॉज गैस पार्टिकल आर लाइटर देन कंपैरेटिवली द ओर्स विल स्टे इन द कंटेनर and Gauss particle used to remove. After the removal of Gauss particle, the remaining ores we have to collect in a container, and that is said to be concentrated ores. Suppose anybody asks you, this is the question, Okay, this is the question which is asked by anyone. What is the difference between ordinary ores and concentrated ores? Means in ordinary ores, all type impurities are present. But in concentrated ores, only metallic impurities are present and non-metallic impurities used to remove. Non-metallic impurities are not present. Means are those ores in which non-metallic impurities means gangue particle are not present, that is considered to be as concentrated ores. Right? Clear. This is the second process and said to be density separation process, or it is also known as hydraulic process.